Javier sat at his cluttered desk in his small apartment, the hum of his computer the only sound breaking the silence. A shy software engineer, Javier's life had largely been defined by lines of code and late-night debugging sessions. Yet something was missing. He had heard about the law of attraction, that the energy you put into the world will come back to you. He decided it was time to test this theory, and the universe seemed to have answered. One day, while scrolling through an online travel forum, he stumbled upon a post about Cali, Colombia, the world's salsa capital. Something about the vibrant description called to him. Enthralled by the idea, Javier booked a ticket, packed his bags, and decided to break out of his comfort zone. Cali greeted him with warm air, colorful streets, and music that seemed to breathe life into every corner. Javier spent his first few days exploring the city, absorbing its spirit. He stood before murals that danced with color and life, and watched in awe as locals moved to salsa rhythms with such natural grace that it seemed as though they had been born dancing. It was unlike anything he had ever experienced. Javier had read about the annual Salsa festival, and knew it was the perfect opportunity to dive into this new world. Visualizing joy, spontaneity, and passion coming into his life, he arrived at the festival, heart pounding with a mix of excitement and nervousness. The plaza was alive with energy, a sea of people dressed in vibrant costumes, their bodies moving in harmony with the pulsating music. He wandered through the crowd, feeling more like an observer than a participant. That's when he saw her. Anna, a lively dance instructor with a smile that seemed to radiate pure joy. Her laughter was infectious, and her movements were fluid and effortless. She caught Javier's eye and without hesitation walked over to him. "Do you dance?" she asked, her eyes twinkling with mischief. Not really," Javier stammered, feeling his face flush. "Nonsense," Anna laughed, grabbing his hand. "In Cali everyone dances. Follow my lead." Before he could protest, Anna pulled him onto the dance floor. The world around him seemed to blur as the music wrapped around them. Javier felt clumsy at first, his feet barely keeping up with Anna's graceful steps. But Anna's encouragement and the infectious energy of the festival made it impossible not to get swept up in the moment. Gradually, he began to find his rhythm, their chemistry undeniable as they moved together. The hours passed like minutes. The more he danced, the more Javier felt himself opening up, shedding layers of shyness with each spin. Anna's presence was magnetic. Her spontaneity and passion were exactly what he had hoped to attract into his life. As the night wore on, they found themselves laughing and talking as if they had known each other for years. Through the days that followed, Javier and Anna explored Cali together. They danced in plazas, visited local cafes, and talked about their dreams and fears. For Javier, every moment felt like a revelation. He realized that life was about more than just the safety of routines. It was about embracing the unknown, taking risks, and allowing oneself to be vulnerable. When it was finally time for Javier to return home, he knew he was leaving with more than just memories. He had found a deep connection with Anna, and through the rhythm of salsa, discovered a part of himself he never knew existed. As the plane took off, he smiled, knowing that sometimes, love finds you when you let go and dance to life's tune.